What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to have another day trade recap, but today we traded options. Well, guys, today we're going to go over an options trade that I did on Boeing. We know that their freaking airplanes are death traps lately, and they've discontinued production up until April on those. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the video where I went in and shorted BA via options. So I bought puts on BA, and I sold as we started to, extend downward. And once we hit the profit target area, I went ahead and got flat. I got flat fully a little bit earlier than I wanted to because I sold a little bit too much, a little bit too early. But let me show you something. I am super glad I did do that because look at this. Look at that rebound. Like, we had BA open up, make this push up here to 326, and then pulled all the way back in, made a new low, fresh new low, only to bounce from there and go all the way up to green on the day. That thing is a monster. But you know what's not a monster? And it doesn't hurt you when you do it. Smashing that like button for me. So go ahead and do that now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I do have live trades on this, and we're going to go over that as well as what else is going on today. So first things first, ACHV was front and center on my watch list after it opened up in the morning from $1 all the way up here to $1.40 in 9 minutes. That thing was a real nice move. And I thought, we might get a nice easy pullback and then extend out, from there. Maybe we'll get a nice bounce off of the VWAP or 9 EMA, and maybe we can make our way up to $2 area or so. However, once it pulled in and violated VWAP here, found kind of support here in front of 9 EMA, showed that 9 EMA was going to be the support. Once we got in here, in this area, I was already in my Boeing puts. So I thought to myself about actually jumping in here, but I didn't because I was really wanting to focus on the Boeing puts. But I really did think about jumping in here because if I could have gotten in here at 123, 125, my risk was so low, maybe risk down here to 118. I would have expected it to go because 9 EMA has been showing support here. So I figured the 9 EMA crossing over VWAP, we might send this over to $1.50. So not bad. Good Lord, guys. While I talk about this, look at BA. Look at this. Look at that move. Look at that move. All the way up here to $329. Golly, what a monster. What a monster. And look at this volume. Look at this volume, how consistent it is. It's going up, making these new highs. Wow. I looked to see if there was any new news that dropped, but nothing dropped. It's just being a monster for some reason there. Anyways, let's get right back into it. So BA, let me get the daily over here real quick. So here's the daily on BA. We had this previous pivot support area here at this is about 318. Let's see here. Let's see if it'll give me the little box. There we go. 319.55. Right, we had that little pivot area there and around here in this area as well. So that was kind of like the line in the sand there where it could have probably bounced off of. Right, we had it up here as well in May of 2018. So that was like the target on the trade. And this was a trade we talked about in chat at bank. So I waited for my opportunity, jumped in on the puts and sold as it extended downward. However, I jumped in a little bit early. And I got squeezed out because I jumped in a little bit early here at the open. Whoops. Give me BA. I jumped in a little bit early here at the open, right around here, and I got squeezed out as we pushed up over 325. I got pushed out of my puts, so I sold there. I only had one contract, so I sold it and lost 50 bucks. So I was starting off the day red 50 bucks. Wasn't happy about that, but I only had myself to blame. As far as options go, I don't wait until 10 a.m. for those. I haven't had to. I haven't seen any type of trend in my options trading that would require me to wait until that after 9:45 a.m. area. So on options, I do trade those a little bit early sometimes when the opportunity presents itself. However, I did not lose focus on it. And once we had this action right here where we bounced off of VWAP up here to the 90 EMA and found resistance, I jumped in there and bought 2 contracts. Then I added 1 more contract and sold as we started to push on downward. Now down here in front of this 321 area, I sold out 2 of the contracts when I really should have just sold 1 contract and then sold the rest of them down here, maybe 1 more down here, and held on to 1 for the extension move if we would have gotten it, which we didn't. So the winner would have been bigger had I done that. Instead, I sold 2 up here, right up here, and then I sold my last one down here as we started to bounce off of that 320 area. So it wasn't the cleanest trade, it wasn't the cleanest trade, but nonetheless, still sitting on a base hit day up over $100 on the day. So I'm not going to complain about that. I'm happy with that. And it's day number 7 of my green streak. So I'm pretty happy with that as well. Although I am a little bit nervous thinking about that red day that's looming out there in the horizon, looking at me, salivating, waiting to get me. So I am going to be very careful on my day trades from here on out. And not be too aggressive if the market isn't, calling for that level of aggressiveness. Meaning I'm going to come into every day expecting base hits, coming in with first gear on my mind and not oversizing, not getting too aggressive, waiting for support to, show itself unless the chart shows me otherwise. In other words, I'm going to be very conservative because I know the red day is coming and I don't want to be too aggressive because I think I'm a baller now and I'm an awesome trader because I've been trading 7 days in a row green. I don't want that to get to my head and then come in one day and take a nasty loss and give back half or more of the profits I've made over the last 7 days, right? So I don't want that to happen to me. So over the last 7 days, I've done very well and I'm going to protect that going into the end of the year, basically. So let's go ahead and grab the live recording of these trades. Let's see. So here we are. Oh no, this is LMPX from the other day. Where is it? Here it is. So let me make this smaller, move myself over here. Here you have on this side right here, you have BA. On this side over here, you have ACHV. ACHV doesn't matter, so let's not even get distracted by that. And go ahead and cover that up because it doesn't matter, at least not right now. We're in BA, and BA made this push up here, like I said, and started to get rejected. Jumped in right there with 2 contracts, and then I looked to add a third. I really wanted 3 to 4 contracts on this. That's why I only bought 1 contract in here. So we're getting this 90 EMA starting to, curl, uncurl, and I wanted to curl and come all the way down here to VWAP land. But first I'm looking to see if we got another little pop or something where I can add a third contract. And right there, when we get that rejection of the 90 EMA, I add a third contract right there. Boom. 3 contracts now that I'm long on puts. These are 320 puts. And they're the 20th expiration date. So today is the 17th. Now I'm looking to see if this 90 EMA can crawl its way down here, break under VWAP and push BA down to new lows. But BA really made us work for it because look at it. It just starts to trade sideways right there. The 90 EMA kind of gives a little curl back to the upside. I'm like, well, damn. Please don't squeeze me out of this. At this point, I'm holding my stop here at 324. If we break up over this 90 EMA with volume, I'm down $50 on the day at this point. Oh yeah, I brought this over here to show you guys the spread, but the spread wasn't bad anymore. At one point, the spread was 320 over 280. I was like, oh Lord, look at that spread. It was horrible. Here we go. We start to extend, break underneath these little support areas. We're testing this one, break underneath that one, but volume isn't increasing yet. So I'm like, well, let's see if this volume increases. I'm getting ready to dump at least a share or 2. And I do end up selling 2 shares, which is too much. It was just too much in this area here. I sell 2 shares. I'm sorry, 2 contracts. I guess that wick there kind of made me a little nervous. You know, we're creeping down here to the lower day area. I was afraid we'd get one of those nasty wicks and then go. There I sell one contract. That one contract brought me back into break even on the day. Then I saw another contract. Well, I'm about to sell another contract. I saw one more contract there. So now I'm up $50 on the day. And then I hold on to this one contract thinking we're going to break underneath this low and just kind of like dump, you know, maybe go to 319 or 320 even, but we don't do that, and it's pretty disappointing because had I just taken it off right there, right, I would have been up like $160 on the day, almost 170, so it would have been a much better base hit of a day. It would have been almost a double on the day, so that would have been much nicer. But you know, I was really holding on to that contract thinking we might get a nasty dump candle, and I'd be selling that last contract at like 450, you know, something like that, and I'd be making a real nice chunk of change off of that one, you know, maybe, you know, almost $200 off of that one contract. So that would have been nice, but we don't get that action. We get this quick push there, new low, down to 320 and change. I'm up $109 on that contract. Right there, we set a new low a day, 320.61, and we never looked back. After that, it just bounced right back up. So I stepped out of it, but I still stopped out of it right there with nice profit. So I can't be too upset about it. You know, I stopped out with nice profit, so I'm up over $100 a day, which is a single for me, and 7 green days in a row now. So pretty stoked about that. I'm happy with my discipline. I'm happy with my performance. Going into tomorrow, I'm going to be in first gear again because nothing's really showing me any super action. So I got to be protective of my gains, you know, and mental capital. So tomorrow, who knows? It might even be a no trade day if nothing's up there that I like. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button. It really goes a long way when you smash the like button, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me continue to put out more content. I have a big video coming up, guys. It's going to be one of those exposed videos. It's going to be controversial, but I think the majority of you are going to like it a lot. I have a video coming up where I'm going to talk about how I add to winners, to winning positions. And then I'm working on a couple more videos that'll probably, if they're not out this month, they'll be out into next month. So if you want to, you know, not miss these videos that are coming out, make sure you hit that notification bell when you subscribe. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.